with Paul Toole.
Hello and a very warm welcome. The Cal League, the first Crip softball league in Los Angeles, presents its coffee table book of 500 Black Unity pictures by author L.A. Nutt. The Cal League uplifting families, communities and ending the sickness of gang violence that has plagued black communities for over 50 years. The Cal League players, former Crips on 11 teams, backed by their communities, create a safer environment for all LA communities. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.
What makes you righteous? You see, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I won't fornicate and I won't commit adultery. I don't smoke dope. And I say all my prayers every day. And I give whatever I can in charity. And what else do you do? Well, what do you mean, what else? Is there something else? That's nothing. That's vanity. So you don't smoke, so what? So you don't drink. You don't use drugs. So what? What are you doing to better the condition of others? What are you doing to reform where you live? And if you do nothing to reform society with the knowledge you have received, then you are guilty of concealing knowledge. And that is a cardinal sin.
Her Postman, city, hood, click, let's go.
Yeah, I'ma have to flow on this one. I'ma have to let it go on this one. Hood Postman, I'ma lock the door on this one. Putting in that labor and it's so intensive. Trying to change the game, gotta be inventive. It's all about sacrifice, but it's so expensive. And when I touch the pen, man, my soul get pensive. They telling all these stories, but they so late in it. They laughing to the bank, but they so long interest. And we just so different. Turning all our foes to friendships, turning all our foes to kinships. Cause it's all about the family. We fighting this insanity, dealing with calamity. Under canopies, I'm thinking no peace, but they telling me it's a fantasy. On the other hand, we ain't never had an upper hand, so I understand that it's all about humanity. Putting truth in these lines, while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. It's for my brothers, I'ma pray with y'all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. You already know.
Lessons. Some people eat, some people learn, but the game is going to fill your bill.
The game is gonna send you a bill. Lock the door. Shout out to the Mailroom Nation and the Mailroom Goons. I am Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. Be sure to click the notification bell, like, subscribe, and share. Drop a comment down below. So when this dope content hit, it's gonna feel like it's the first and the 15th. Welcome to the mailroom where you come in and take a look at your mind, examine what's in your heart. It's not a glorification nor the glamorization. It's always an education. Get on the bus and let me and Nut take you to school. What's good with the Crip? How you feel, brother?
The Hood Postman. What it do, baby?
Man, what it do, man?
All good, brother.
Y'all good. Man, good to have you, Nut, man. Let me acknowledge my chat first of all. King Mike in the house. Marlene Williams, Postmaster General, always in the house. Let me see who else we got in there. Oh man, they tapping in. Let's get it. Let's go, folks. So,
Yes, sir.
to have you first and foremost, I want to just give you your kudos and congratulate you. You know what I mean? Because we're about to talk about something that's historic that happened that went on for 5 years straight, and nobody seemed to pay any attention to it, and it was huge. It was huge in the sense. Let me try to put it in perspective. We had the Harlem 30s. We had the 40s, neighborhood 40s, right?
Yes, sir.
We had the East Coast neighborhoods, right, and blocks, right?
Yes, sir.
We had the 90s.
Yes, sir.
We had the Rolling Hundreds.
Yes, sir.
We had the Santana Block.
Yes, sir.
We had the Raymonds.
Yes, sir.
We had the Harbor Crips.
Yes, sir.
We had the Gundry Block Crips over in Paramount.
Yes,
We
sir.
had the Glen Hood Crips in Compton. We had
sir.
Nutty Blocks in Compton. We had all these different tribes playing softball and having a great time. And I want you to just take us there, man, because not only did we have a great time, we had the kids. There was festivities and games for the kids. There was food, drink.
Yes.
And this was all, guys, listen, guys, all this was done by Pete Carroll. No other than Pete Carroll. By the way, of Wiz. Rest in peace, Wiz. We gotta give our props to our brother Wiz. Wiz 120 Raymond put this whole thing together. And I want you to go ahead and take it, man, because you can explain it a lot better than me.
You know what? I'm just a spoke on the wheel when it comes to it. You feel me? And all that. You say now, all those may not be on the cover, and it's not my fault like that. But I put the ones on there that I know that they names fit. Now, a lot of people may be upset or whatever, but you also in the book. You may not see you on the front on the cover. It's 11 hoods on the cover in the back, you know, and because some of them were late editions and stuff like that, but and I wasn't sure who to put on like that. But all those neighborhoods that you just said are a part of the league. You understand what I'm saying? They were there where they were there in the beginning, the middle, or the end. You know what I'm saying? They were a part of the league, and it was some gangs that never made it because of Wiz passing. You feel me? That was next in line, like the show lines. You know what I'm saying? They wanted in. You know what I'm saying? And a few other people. You know, so like I said, I'm just a spoke on the wheel. Wiz is you could say maybe the founder, but you know, even he didn't do it by himself, because in order to deal with gangs, it's a collective. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have you gotta give the kudos and the shots out to all the people that were there in the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? That helped create this olive branch extended. Wiz was just like the father. You know what I'm saying? That took it, nourished it, cared for it, fed it at nighttime, worked with it, make sure it went to school, you know, make sure it did its homework. He was that type of person with the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to take this to another level. But you got to give shots out to everybody that was there. Now, I came about because around, I want to say 2018. You know what I'm saying? And it had been going on. I had been hearing about it. You know, I knew my homies was involved in it and everything. But I had never been to a game. So one day Wiz came up to Jesse Owens, and he was looking for me, you know, and he just happened to find me. I was inside the gym. And he said, Nut, I came up here. I was looking for you. I was like, what's going on? He said, man, look, I need a cameraman and, you know, to do this and that for the league is growing. I said, man, I've been hearing about the league, man. It's doing pretty good. He like, yeah, man, you know, I want to make sure it's professional and make sure it's this, it's that, and all this other stuff. So, you know, I'm like, okay, well, what you come to talk to me for? You know, some people you got to talk to direct. You know, what I got to do with all this? He said, look, you know, with the entertainment and the video and all that, I know you know how to do that. You got a lot of experience with this and that. I said, well, I think everybody got that. You could really get any guy with a camera. He like, I don't know about that. You know, I said, well, and we start talking. I said, well, you got to create an entertainment division for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't just come in regular. I got to be able to bring it to life. So, you know, it's documented properly that it can go where it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? And he like, that's why I want you part of this. So from, you know, we made a deal. You know, a lot of people don't know. He bought me some equipment and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I got paid maybe 6 months after that. I was just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because we had an agreement, you know, with him buying me the camera and the other footage. Because I had a whole thing that I was supposed to be doing. Because when you do something like that, it has to be, and people don't know, HBO tried to step in and help him. He was supposed to take stuff to another level like that. But he wanted to expand into the neighborhoods. It's just not a softball league like that. It's really these people put their life on the line to, you know, you may have to, you know, go against your homies like, hey, man, we ain't doing that. And if somebody got a problem, you know, and that was the vibe with all those games. And that's something that people don't understand is one of the most spectacular things to ever get accomplished, let alone 2 or 3 games, 11.
And now let me take this opportunity to acknowledge, rest in peace, Twin, for his commitment and everything that he put into it. You know what I mean? Because you know, and rest in peace, Wiz, of course, but we should have lost these 2 brothers. I mean, because here's the thing, man. This thing was so huge, guys, and you guys have no idea that even the city council was fighting to stop it because it was so positive. We had Carol supplied the referees. He supplied everything. He did everything he could. And Wiz put the pieces of the puzzle together. Pete just put the money up, and Wiz put it together along with my brother, Nut, Quinn, and other individuals that are involved in it. If I leave anybody out, I don't mean to do that. All you guys was committed. I mean, to the degree you guys went all the way up to Oakland and played an all-star.
Kill your brother.
There you go.
Kill your brother, Pookie Twin. From East Coast. You got some people that those people are Wiz's. That's his branches. You feel me? They do what they supposed to do. Wiz handle all the business. Their job is to make it happen. They bring, you know what I'm saying, with the when we do outside stuff, the parties, and you know what I'm saying, the going to the meetings and speaking to people and doing all that. Just stuff that was just seriously important because those dudes helped create something that was, you know, incredible. You know what I'm saying? And they should be recognized. You know, Wiz should be recognized along with them.
It caught fire because Swanee Fly and Crow and some of the rest of the Bloods came over and they put their lead together.
Listen, man.
And they had their stuff going. So it was a huge thing, guys, going on in LA. It was really, man, spreading peace in a natural kind of organic way without anybody putting together like a peace treaty or some truce or anything. It was just already said because they was having so much fun. Just think about it, guys. We named 11 tribes, right?
Yeah.
And you got to know all of them 11 tribes had kids out there. They had their women out there, their wives, girlfriends, or whatever, so forth, right? But it was just a huge thing. And then the news media, Nut got all the pictures right. Nut. Matter of fact, if somebody wanted to purchase that, where would they get it at?
They got to get it from my website. They can go to my website, whereyoufromhomie.com, and they can place an order on that. It's $99.99. And some of the proceeds are going to the I'm trying to create a my goal is to get Wiz honored, and getting him honored for the work that he did. The people that had his back have to be acknowledged. I'm not trying to just say, oh, you. It's not like that. But it's several people that need to be on that podium to accept the award on his behalf. You know what I'm saying? And what's so special about it is that it's different gangs. It's not just Wiz tribe. It's different tribes that built it, put it together, help it ran, make sure that no violence took place. That's what people don't understand. When people used to come to this environment of this softball game, there was no violence. If something happened in the audience and it's a problem, those ambassadors that was usually the head of the teams would send a message to whoever, y'all out there partying in the seats. That's your job to get out there and handle that. You know what I'm saying? And squash it and make sure that it don't disrupt the game, the kids, the food, because we used to do everything. And Wiz assistants, I can't believe I forgot Moon. Moon had the arcade games and the environment for the kids. While they playing the softball, the kids can do the arcades. They got games. They having their own fun, and you will walk around and you'll see the essence of grandmothers out here. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody grandmama come to no gang event, man. So
let me say this, Nut. We have to be careful when somebody use what they know about you to try to take away what's great about you. And that's what happened, because they tried to take they tried to use what they knew about the Crips to try to take away what was great about them, in the sense of coming together, having that commonality, building rapport, getting on the same, just getting out there and doing what we have to do, and just having every Sunday it was going on. The Bitter Dog Brunos, the Kills, I could go on, man. Just counting the guy, Gangster would be out there, myself would be there, Baby Crazo, Nugget,
everybody, you feel
everybody,
me?
Bro.
Everybody
from the East Coast and DU, man. Matter of fact, man, during that time, the Tanners had the clubhouse on Rose Square. Everybody used to come there, and it'd be a big old party, amongst all the tribes. It was a great thing. And what was crazy about that, the clubhouse was right dab in Piru neighborhood. It was on Rosecrans and Poinsettia. You can't really get no deeper in Piru. I guess, they say, well, they just having a good time. Let them alone, man.
You feel me? But it's like you said with Swanee Fly and Crow and them. Okay, the Don Moose, they probably already was trying to do something or whatever though, but the league had came so successful that they wanted to mirror the league and kind of like take some of the pointers of how they can implement stuff in there, and they was building a successful league. People don't know this.
Talk about that part where Pete actually want to put all the Crips against the the football players or something.
Oh yeah, okay. What we was working on, a lot of stuff before Wiz had passed, and that we was working on is that Pete Curl. One of the problems was Pete didn't know where to host it at, so I told Wiz, I said, look, tell him Cheviot Hills Park. You feel me? That's the deep west side, across from the studios, the television and movie studios, the park that's across from them on Olympic or whatever like that. And it was going to be an all-star game, Pete Curl All-Stars against the Crips and the Bloods. Because what we was going to do was take our All-Stars in the Crip league and mix them with Swanee Flies All-Stars and combine them together so it could be Bloods and Crips together playing Pete Curl. And that was just the most, they blew their mind. And,
you know, Pete was gonna bring USC, he was gonna bring Seattle, the Seattle Seahawks. He gonna bring everybody.
He said, man, I got a squad. He said, man, I got a squad. Trust me, you know, and we coming to play. And you know, we coming to play too. Don't worry about it. We got some hitters.
Yeah, we got some hitters.
We got some hitters. You know what I'm saying? We ain't afraid. We're not afraid of and as a matter of fact, I want to say this. Also, what was in the works, people don't know. See, I was a big component of this one when Wiz had because some of the guys had mentioned it from that particular lane, and Wiz jumped on it good. And when he told me about it, I said, "Oh yeah, Wiz, that's what we be talking about: education versus the streets." So the fraternities, the black fraternity colleges, got wind of the league and was like, "Man, we want to play y'all." So now you know it's like this: the myth of the gangster and the college kids. See, they never play together. And that's a problem that affects the black community. College educated kids need to play with these Crips and Bloods out here and educate them and let them know, man, you can pull yourself away because they got those same stories. They got Crips and Bloods that's in fraternity that pulled themselves away from that, got their life together, went to college and trying to become something. So they wanted to play us, and it would have been the first time in history that the college education people was going to play the straight homies from the streets. And, you know, some little worries they had about, what about if outsiders come? You know, because they said they like, well, you know, we don't really, you know, get down. We just ball. We ballers. You know, but we have our ups and fights and arguments and all that. Like, man, listen, we coming to play straight up. So we had a meet. I should have sent you that picture because I got the recording.
Matter of fact, let me show a clip. I got a clip that I take from Nut. I'm gonna show that clip right now, and just so you guys can get a general idea of what was going on. Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's in Oakland. Those are pictures in Oakland. We used to travel to Oakland. That's basically the park, you know, pictures in the park. And
there go me right there.
We always got the cutie. We always had the cuties out there. That's weird.
There go Wiz right there.
Yeah. You know, we always had the cuties out there, man. You know, that's they stayed at the games. That all the girlies was at our games. You feel me?
Man, you see them pots out there. You see them pots out there.
Yeah. You know, see, we got all the cuties out there, man. You know, the park used to stay deep, bro. You feel me? This is a beautiful sight of all the major gangs in Los Angeles that, you know, coming together, getting over their differences that they may have had in the past or anything, and playing the baseball that had to be, your decision got to be on this field out here. We're going to see who going, and I got to give it up to you. I mean, to the Harlems, you feel me? They won 3 years in a row, man.
They had a team. I think my neighborhood won 1 year.
Oh, is that right?
We won 1 year. I think the Ravens won 1 year. Did you guys win on it?
I don't think the homies won, but the thing about the homies is one of them good teams that you gonna work. You feel me? You're gonna show your skills against them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
So,
right.
But I don't think they ever won a championship.
I think we won year 2. We lost the first year. We won year 2. And then the Harlems came in, man. Them Harlems was playing.
Yeah, they came in. They came in and did a sweep, a three-peat. They pulled a three-peat, man. So I'm surprised I didn't see you that pictures. I didn't even think about that, man. They got the trophy, but we all went to Oakland. We played to Oakland. That was something that was big too, and in Oakland, they whole city come out. We talking city councilmen and everything. So they beat them a few times, and the last time we was out there before Wiz died, they lost. And it's an all-star, all the teams play together, you know what I'm saying? So you can see that's one of the pictures right there. And that day they came up a little short, but it's some of the most beautiful stuff that you can ever see. And I hate that it's gone. I don't know if it's ever going to come back again, but I always say this is the most positive thing that the Crips have ever done in history since the beginning, since '69.
That's why I say, and that's why my titles say, let's make OGs great again, because the OGs was on deck, man. I'm telling you, the old fellas was out. All the old fellas was out there. Anthony Long was out there. Lightbulb was out there. AK Suman. I mean, what was he from Raymond? Not Kill, but Sparks was out there. Bitter Dog Bruno. Myself. I'm talking about the 60-year-old cats. We were out there. Nugget was out there.
Hey, listen, you had a lot of G's out there, bro.
Yeah.
And that bracket from back in the day.
And the OGs felt really good being out there amongst all the young people, because the young people were doing something very, very positive.
They gotta come out and start doing stuff, man. They gotta come out and face these young dudes. They can't be hiding no more. Especially
they can't be empathetic to the fact, to the degree that they don't want to. They pretend like they wasn't part of this thing that started all this drama. They can live a cool life and just pretend like they had nothing to do with it.
No, you got everything to do with it. Y'all show up at funerals. Y'all show up at funerals. You need to show up at stuff like this.
And they show up to the funeral, go to Crip walking and dancing, man, and sometimes get into it with each other.
They need to start marching in the streets through these neighborhoods and try to tell them, man, the game, they don't need to put no more on at 24, homie. That's our saying.
Close the books. Man, let's close the books. That way we can put nobody on or none of that. Nobody's coming. Because listen, guys,
problem
in America, at one time, John Dillinger, Legs Diamond, Machine Gun Kelly, Maul Barker, Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, they were all demonized. America celebrates these people. And they were the Joe Kennedys, the ones that ran all the bootlegging. They ran the country for some time. But I'm telling you guys, what might start off bad can eventually become good. Joe Kennedy and his whole family, the whole Kennedy family were bootleggers. They was robbers, don't think that the Nixons, they were bad. All these people, and even the other guys before Donald Trump, all these people their families come from a lot of criminal activity.
Hey, look, listen, it's all in history. It's documented. You feel me? You can go to drcrip.com also, and you can get the baseball book there. And on my show, that's what I do, man, because you don't want history to repeat itself, man. You feel me? And, it's amazing that at this era that we in right now, that everybody want to talk about Crips and like it's the most glorious thing and all these stories and I started this and I started that, but nobody want to say it's over, ended, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like what's so hard about saying don't put nobody else on? We don't need nobody else. This was a mistake. It should have never made it this far because it never was positive, you know? It never had a positive life or anything. They mimicked
I gotta take a moment to address something. Nut. Day or so ago, Brick Baby was having a discussion with Adam 22 on No Jumper, right?
Mhm.
And he was talking about Tookie, which Brick Baby, you know, all he could do is possibly relate a story either someone told him or he read in a book, right?
Yes.
So, and he was giving, and I thought he had a great assessment of what Tookie was about and who Tookie was in regards to Tookie going to Muscle Beach, they working out on the beach and all that. And he was, you know, telling this guy Adam that Tookie actually worked out with Arnold Schwarzenegger out there at Venice Beach, which is known as Muscle Beach. So Adam, for some reason, he started laughing, and because it came clear to that Brick Baby had told him that, you know, that Arnold Schwarzenegger actually hated on Tookie, and he could have just saved him, man, but he didn't. And Adam chose that moment to snicker or snuckle or whatever and laugh and chuckle, you know.
Yeah.
And then he made the huge mistake of saying, oh, is he dead? I didn't know he was, you know, like, okay, bro, if you're going to be in this genre, if you're going to be in this culture, or you're going to talk about, at least know what's what.
Yeah.
You can't be part of this culture or speak on this culture because you're a guest. And somehow these guys don't let you come in and they sit up on your platform and talk about certain individuals that was in our culture and that was, you know, that made it stood out more than others.
Yeah.
And for you to make that huge mistake, Adam, man, you really should apologize for that. You know,
something,
and not to me, and not to. I'm talking about apologize to the man's family.
Oh yeah,
because he do have children. He do have a wife. He have grandchildren. He have a family. So for them to hear how you took this man, you know what I mean? Because there's I just talked to a brother the other day, and he told me that his uncle was a district attorney up in Oakland during the time Tookie was going through all that. And he said he looked at all the evidence, and he said based on the evidence that he observed and read and seen, that Tookie didn't do what they said he did. This is a prosecutor that said, don't mind me, just watch.
Well, like I do many things, you feel me? And research is one of my things. So you know, my team, man, you know, we have a script called Crip, you feel me? And it's a 3-hour movie because nobody can tell the story of the Crips in just 1 hour and a half or anything like that. You know, it's like The Irishman. If you went and sat in the movies, The Godfather, The Irishman, and all that, those movies is 3 hours long. And the Crips is the same thing. And you know, during the research, you know, I do know that the police was beating a guy. If you do the research, the police was beating a guy in the next room while Tookie was in the other holding tank, and they were beating a guy, and you can hear that guy. And this is in more than just Tookie book, I believe. It's documented, and it said that guy was screaming, "Oh, Tookie did it!" Oh, you know, because they wanted to know, and he was just screaming. You know, he started screaming, "Tookie did it!" So that was part of the evidence that was used against him. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say if he did it or he didn't do it because I wasn't there. And but to answer your other question, you know, I'm one of them dudes that I get a little nerved and I don't have the right to. It's like a 50-50 thing because sometimes I do understand, but it's the other stuff that nerves me is when non-affiliates make money off of Crips and Bloods, and it's not the fact that they make the money because that's an individual achievement. That's your right to do that. But when you make money off of Crips and Bloods and you don't give back to try to stop Crips and Bloods, that's where I get nerved at. You feel me?
Mhm.
So it's a lot of non-affiliates that are such as that guy with that platform and all that that's wrote books, best-selling books and everything. But in that process, do you try to give back? You feel me? What is the rule with that? If you make $4 and $5 million, do you just say, hey, I'm gonna give a couple of 10% or something back to the grassroots organizations out here trying to stop violence and let it be known? Or do you take a couple of kids and try to change their life? What is that? That is what we fail to realize that we don't hear with all these guys on this platform, because it ain't about black and white, but we got vultures that's black too. You
Yeah,
feel
we
me?
got controversies. Yeah.
We got people that's black too, that's
Yeah.
non-affiliate, that feel they can talk about Crips and Bloods and tell stories that bring up old feelings because
Greetings, Monique.
these people don't know that some of these stories, when you go telling all these stories and all that type of stuff, some people are still alive, and some people, family members, are still alive and hurt them behind that, So, I'm not saying you have to be aware of their feelings, but, social media is the new gang banging thing. You feel me? And anybody could do it. If you just look at social media, look at the Crips and Bloods and ask yourself, do you want your child following these people?
Yeah, it's now what I like to call the KBG, the keyboard gangsters, right? And through anonymity and distance, they can come on because the sociometer has given them a presence because they have no agency in the reality. Their
Yeah.
agency is only in virtual. So they can
Yeah.
come virtual. They can tell you they millionaires. They got 100 guns and 100 clips and 2,000 bullets. And they can just literally spin all these narratives. All they have to do is be able to put some words together, string them together, and create a sing song on YouTube or Instagram, and people just into it. It's like the Pied Piper of Hamlet. They just follow it because they don't. One thing black people don't do right. We don't follow leadership anymore. We follow trends, and that's problematic.
Yes, and and just doing the research, man. This thing with the Crips and the Bloods, it's never been positive. I have over 100 something articles, man, because now I do research and I search the history. I read books and I talk to certain people that were there back then. You know what I'm saying? And we combine all these stories together, and it lets you know that, hey, man, from day one of these dudes walking down the street, it was all bad. And what I want to say is this: what people don't know is that people may know, but they don't promote, is that the founder, Raymond Washington, he was trying to change his life before he died. That dude had jobs. Rosie Greer, the NFL football player, gave him a job. He was trying to take care of his family. That dude was about 23 or 24 or 5 years old or something like that. He had his own house, apartment per se. He was working, and he was. I personally believe, according to the footage of clips and books that have been written and read and studied, that that dude woke up at an early age before he died and was like, maybe like, I might have created a monster at that. I don't like it. Is that the reason why you
Yeah,
suckers?
he created Frankenstein.
Is that and that why is y'all killed him? Because are you dudes out there still alive? Well, we know it's 3 of y'all in the car. Are y'all going to all the funerals? Statistics show us that out of 3 people in that car, 1 of y'all still alive. And why did y'all kill that man? You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't with it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, vagina, bro. Over vagina.
Yeah, and well, whatever the reason is and who did it, he took it to the grave with him. So we'll never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He refused to talk, and he had more than ample time to say who shot him because he knew who shot him because he walked up on the car. So that just lets you know this man created this. You know what I'm saying? If you look at history, if that guy was never born, guess what? The Crips wouldn't exist. Just think about that. Or if that guy would have changed his life in school and say, I'm going to school, I want to be this and that. You feel me? Crips would have never existed. It might have been something else. We could have been the Bang Box Boys. you know, just the gangs.
Could have been the Bowery Boys or the Little Rascals or something.
You never know what it could have been. But because that guy was born and lived, that, this came about, which mirrored the Bloods, because Crips and Bloods are brothers. They are like Cain and Abel. There's no difference between them. You feel me? They are the same. It's just a split of a nucleus. That's all. You know what I'm saying? They got the same power. They got the same equal power. There's no difference.
Because the streets is undefeated. but there's a lot of blood in them. Yeah.
And it's nothing that can be done about it. So that's why, it's easy now for these guys that these young dudes to you're not even from that neighborhood for 2 or 3 years, but you shoot an OG, you fight, you beat up some people, do some stupid stuff, and you keep getting put up on this pedestal. You feel me? Because Crips and Bloods have no organization. It's dysfunctional. There's no shot callers. There's no leaders. There's no, you know what I'm saying? If one guy don't like
hollering at you.
Huh?
Baby Crazo hollering at you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, he one of them. You feel me? He loves the league. He haters gone. You feel me?
Right.
Because he was our hype. You feel me? He was our Flavor Flav to Chuck D. You feel me? He filled in that gap that keep everybody alive because he knows everybody from every single hood. It's somebody that he know that he can call out and mess with when they at the plate and do everything and have the whole crowd hype. Not many people can do that. And Crazo is remarkable at that. And his ability to do that is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So people like that is what the league was built, for, and what it produced. That's why it lasted as long as it did. And unfortunately, after Wiz passed, it took a back seat because of some unfortunate incidents that didn't have nothing to do with the league. And the media was so quick to put it on the league because they didn't want it to happen no more. You know what I'm saying? Let's kill this. You know what I'm saying? So it took a back seat. But I pray that one day maybe it can come back. I pray that the Bloods and Crips can create a team. You know what I'm saying? I pray that we can get that gang with the celebrities. We can find, hopefully still talk to Pete or some other celebrity step in, and we can still get that game, because that was going to be a phenomenal situation, man, that was going to uplift the league to the next level, to where because they was already taking it out of town. You know, do you know these guys was going to other states? You feel me? Your brother and Kill and all them dudes. You feel me? They was going to New York to play the New York Crips. And
Yeah,
Bloods.
I remember that. I remember that.
They was on another level, bro. It was nothing was going to ever be seen to this magnitude of what it was going. You know what I'm saying? And this was the type of thing that that needed to be done, and could have been some seeds for other people to try to mimic or get in the league or whatever, to get on board. Because once you get a peace line like that going, man, it's unstoppable. Imagine us playing the Crips and Bloods from New York, and they come to LA, and we like, yeah, y'all finna play all our all-stars, and we got y'all, and y'all come to our
We
hotel.
get Texas involved, Tennessee,
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Man, and we bring our city councilmen and all these dudes and make them a part of this, man. You know, Wiz was phenomenal with that. He was a brilliant guy. And I hate that his demise came at the hand of a car of I believe a guy ran into him or something like that. And it's just sad, bro, that he left this planet, but he left us with the blueprints. It's just time for somebody to pick it up. A lot of people said, no, you, but I'm not that guy to pick it up. My job was to videotape and document. That's why you got this book. You feel me? And like I used to tell everybody at all the meetings, my job, because everybody used to be like, Nut, when we gonna see your footage? When we gonna see your picture? Because because you got other people with cameras and everything. And I used to explain to people, I say, listen, this footage that I have is priceless because it is the official Cal League footage. So when you see this footage, you will see it with the Cal League logo, the website, the everything. You will be able to click to see this gang, the Santana blocks. You'll be able to click Santana block and go in there and not just see baseball, but where y'all you know, where y'all hanging at, what y'all doing for y'all community. Everybody had to participate in that in the league. You feel me? Everybody had an outreach division in there in the teams. You know what I'm saying? So it was more than that, and that's what respected it. That's what HBO respected. You know, when HBO did their little trailer, you know, it was in the gang theme. You know, people talking on the phone crazy. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? What's up? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? But then at the end, it's the homies walking with baseball bats and gloves. So
yeah, playing softball.
You know what I'm saying? They're playing softball with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that was the hook, you know, and it looked real. So that's the energy that you got to keep. You feel me? You get people to that, and it was like, oh, you know, Pete Carroll loved that. He was just, when he seen that, he was like, oh my, because he ain't never seen nothing like that before. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Baby Cranko say the Crip League was another seed planted towards peace and progress.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. You feel me? Because you have to understand, at the league, not only did Wiz, the league took it serious. The gangs involved in the league, they took it serious to where they said, listen, man, if your homies come up here tripping, y'all got to handle that. You feel me? And that's what will happen. If these dudes come up here tripping, boom, man, it been times to, you know, even y'all one time, y'all the Santana blocks, they had to, it was a dude, he tried to come up, this dude all on the internet, dissing and doing all this young stuff, this young guy, you know, woo. And he thinking that because he with these particular gang, They coming to the baseball game. He don't even realize that he's coming to where the hood that you're dissing, everybody is here. And when he came up there, all the young dudes reacted. They got him. They can kill this dude. Is lunch meat right now. You dead. It's nothing that you can do. It's nothing that the other guys could. The gang that he came with, they don't know all the phalanxes this guy is doing. So they like, well, that's woo with us. So it's bringing these guys in. But once everything gets settled, hold on, woo.
Right.
Okay.
That's why it's important to bring the OGs back, because the OGs that come in and say, wait a minute, let's set this aside. Let's get some understanding, put some clarity in this, straighten this youngster up. Bam, we can go continue to play football. That's it.
Yeah. They let the dude know. They let him know. You dead, bro. We got you. You are literally dead. You feel me? But we're gonna let you leave.
That's figuratively speaking, not real, guys.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, we got you. You doing all this on the internet, but you coming to an event that you don't even recognize. You in the car, and you didn't even drive up here. You in the car with these guys. You rode literally with these guys. So they had some other people take that guy out the park. He knew he got a pass for his life. Leave them people alone. And from my understanding, I think he had stopped with the, like he ain't doing that no more.
He had no clue. He had no clue.
Yeah, he had no clue. You feel me? You had no clue. You don't even know where you're going. You just in the car riding with these dudes, and they coming to the baseball game, So that's what the baseball game was. It ends the conflict. You feel me? It ends the conflict and it finds the answer for the solution. And it's done quickly. We don't have time to play with this. Get it done. If you're not supposed to be here, one time it was a girl, she came from another neighborhood and it offended the neighborhood guys. You feel me? And, you don't know where you're going. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? But that's what the baseball games attract. People don't know. They just thinking they're going to an event that's supposed to be cool. But you don't know. This is all everybody who you talking about.
Yeah. You got 11 tribes up here, and all these 11 tribes are functioning as one.
Yeah,
so if you an outsider coming in, you better be on your best behavior.
Yeah. You better be on your behavior. And boom, she walked into right into the bear's nest, and realized she made a mistake. And boom, and once they found out about it, they got on it quick, shut it down. Young lady, boom, 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 boom. You can stay if you want, but we prefer your presence is causing a problem. Could you just please leave? You know what I'm saying? Boom. And she was escorted out, by the people that she supposed to don't like, and no extra words exchanging. Okay, now she got an idea, and I heard she reported back to her like they really got the league tight, and it's respectful because I could have got seen. You feel me? I could have got hurt. I could have got jumped and everything. So it gives people an idea of what's going on. We're not trying to we're not trying to hurt nobody. It's kids up here. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of the most
now,
beautiful.
what was that Councilman Deal? What was his name? Deal? The one that was so against the league. The one that got caught up in the corruption. He was actually against the league, but he got caught up in this corruption over there.
He got caught up in the corruption. I can't think of who.
I think his name was Deal something Deal.
Yeah, I can't.
Sadil.
Yeah, he gave Wiz he used to give Wiz a problem because we was dealing with we had Marquise Dawson and a few other people, and he used to try to give Wiz a problem when Wiz tried to go to different parks, the decent parks, and get
Sadil DeLeon, that's his name.
Yeah, DeLeon. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah, was a hater then and a hater now. You feel me? He's a hater then, he's a hater now, and his deal was the black stuff. The black unity stuff, he was against that basically, so and he didn't like Wiz, you feel me? He didn't like Wiz. You feel me? He you know,
I think Wiz had in his corner Kerwin Price, Mark. We
Price. Yeah. We Marquise Dawson, Curry Price, Maxine Waters, all them people respect Wiz. They know exactly who Wiz is. You feel me? Because Wiz had meetings with these people. You feel me? Because the baseball league was working, and we constantly trying to get more people. And when they seen that the people that we was upcoming and playing against, like the fraternities, you know how big that is? We was playing against the black college fraternities in California. You know how big that is? Come on, bro. They heard about this little bitty old league and say, man, we heard y'all be getting it in, and we want some of that. You feel me?
Right.
We want some of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get it in, man. We want some of that, bro. We need to get it in. And when we had the meeting, I wish I would have sent you the picture, man. And we sitting at the table and we was going over the policies and the stuff and what we could do. And my job was to promote it. You feel me? And everybody was giving me their resources. So my thing was to promote it. And our first game, I believe, was going to be somewhere on the west side, in a neutral area, and where, a nice area with a nice park, because they felt that they can hit the ball 2,000 yards and all that. So, I think the park that was chosen was the park when you go down Venice and you make the right on Sepulveda, and then you go so far over the bridge, and then that park that's on the left-hand side, it got a nice baseball cage. I think it's either 2 baseball fields or 1 baseball field, but it's a nice, it's perfect for the setup,
I think Long Beach didn't want us at Cherry Park, man, because we only went there a couple of times, right?
Yeah. But look what happened when we went there. Listen, this is what people see. People don't understand this. One time we was there, and the Pyrus, the treetops, had like a hood day or something there. They had an event, or it might have been multiple Don moves or something. But they were actually partying. They had an actual event while all 11 gangs were playing throughout the day. And when they came, they thought it was just they didn't know, right? They thought it was just, regular people, sports people. And as they falling in, they over there now about 25, 30 deep. So, people start looking, and because it ain't nothing but a sea of red down there. And I'm like, this gonna test us. This is gonna test us right here. And people from your section and a couple of other sections, they walked down there and they talked to them, and they said, man, look, they was like, man, we did something that, I don't know, it was after a funeral, something was going on with them, and that they had to be there deep. You feel me? And they like, so are people tripping? Like, nah, bro, we not tripping. We playing baseball. And once they found that people was not tripping, they did not cancel their event. We played baseball all day, went not one argument.
That's it, man. Maybe Crazo say he was there that day. Shout out to League Legends.
He know what happened. He know. You feel me? Yeah. He know what happened. He was there. You feel me? There was a lot of people there. They know what happened. Nothing took place that day, man. Those dudes, and I was parked on that side. The side they was coming in the park. So I had to go to my car a couple of times. When I come by, I wave and say hi. And they'll wave, they be hi, like, what's up, man? I was like, it's all good. I wish I would have took a picture of, like, can I take your picture, to let them know, like, you don't see this all the time. And, they have some real goons out there with them. You feel me? So, it's stuff like that the league became known for throughout the city. And it was gaining recognition over and over and over for its accomplishments. So that's why I have to tell your community, as well as my community, that I have to get Wiz honored. You feel me? And this is just the first part. This book is dedicated to him. if you look at the front cover, it says photographs by L.A. Nutt, over 500 pictures of the Crip League, the official Crip Softball League. The book is dedicated to a tribute to the community work of Ronaldo Wiz Reeser. That's what this book
Tell
is
them where
about.
they can get the book again.
They can get it at drcrip.com. Go to drcrip.com and place your order. Give it 4 to 6 weeks, something like that, for delivery, you know, and you'll have it. This is, and I tell people, look at this, man. Look at this book, man. You see that base? That's a logo of a softball with all the teams that was there, and that's Wiz's picture on the back there, you know. And this is something that you put on your mantle, you know. If you don't know what an easel is, a lot of people don't know. You know, I mean, it's an easel is something that a portrait sits on. You know, when you do a news event and the picture is sitting in the middle of the floor, it's sitting on what's called an easel. So they have small easels like this. You feel me? About this big for a book, and that's what this sits on your mantle. You know what a mantle when you walk in your house and your grandmama and all your kids. This is where that goes. If you call yourself a Crip,
it's in the living room. It's in the living room.
In the living room, and you know you don't let nobody touch it. You feel me? You know,
the sitting room ain't really the sitting room. The sitting room is where everything looks nice and clean. And don't you sit on that couch though?
Don't you sit on that couch? And you got your little Crip book. You feel me? Like, oh, Paw was a Crip. Yeah, Paw got the book up there. You feel me? And you know it's for Thanksgiving. Like, can we look at the book? Yeah, you know. And you turn the book.
Can you put your information in the comment section?
You know what? I was trying to do that, and it made me try to sign in. You know.
Okay.
I really didn't know how to do it. I because it said join the chat because I was gonna, and it says connect to YouTube. I didn't want to try to lose the camera or nothing like that.
Yeah, shout out to Cynthia Nunn.
I didn't want to lose the camera.
See, Cynthia, Nut put his book together. We waiting on you to put your book together. Show her your book, Nut.
Yeah, I know her. I had a nice conversation with her at the headquarters on 120th. You feel me? She's a phenomenal woman right there. She got a lot of history, and you know she needs to get her stuff done. You know, and I can help her.
How many photos you got in that book, Nut?
It's over 500 photos, maybe 506 or 508. You know what I'm saying? And it's pictures. Like a lot of people, like you see how that picture is through the gate right there. That's me. I climbed on top of the batting cage at a few of the games. You feel me? And I do that because I'm an out of control cameraman. So I have to get the right look. You feel me?
Hey, Nut, what does that mean?
I'm an out of control camera. Oh, look, you got right here. See, y'all in the book too.
Oh, yeah, there I go right there.
Yeah. See, I got that picture because of that cutie right there. I told you I liked her. I wanted to talk to whoever she is. That look, the way she looking at you. Did you see the way them eyes was?
Yeah.
She had me fascinated. You feel me?
Right.
You know, I wanted to talk. She made me want to holler at her that day. I still want to holler at her, you know. But yeah, you got all kind of, but it's kids in here too. You feel me? The kids are here. This is
so after the live end, you can go put your information in the chat that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see that picture right there of the see how I look like it's high in the sky? Like it's high in the sky a little bit. That's me on top of the batting cage. You feel me?
Okay.
I climbed on top of the batting cage, and everybody was like, "What the hell is he doing?" You feel me? But I got some shots.
That's the out of control cameraman.
Yeah, I got some shots that don't nobody have. You feel me?
Tell people where they can go watch your program, your show.
Oh, you can go, I'm on StreamYard. You can catch it's on YouTube. Dr. Crip. Dr. Crip, just Dr. YouTube, Dr. Crip TV show. I'm pretty much on almost every day. You feel me? And it's not a podcast about this. You ain't gonna hear stories of how the West Side was started. It's all to just end to really to put nobody on gangs anymore. No more kids. I don't want to see no more 14-year-olds with big CKs and BKs all on their face. I'm tired. I don't want to look at that no more. It's really disgusting to see people that young throw their life away with all this stuff all on their face, and we see the outcome of that every day on social media. So you can get at me at drcrip.com. Go to the website, sign up. You feel me? Go subscribe to the show at Dr. Crip TV on YouTube. And I don't know how to do all that StreamYard stuff. I haven't got that good.
Okay.
I don't even know.
We're talking. We get you up to par, man. I really, truly appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
We'll do this again.
Yes, sir.
Let's continue to work together, and man, let's increase each other in intellect, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and purify our hearts and purify our minds. And let our exit be by the gate and truth and honor. Likewise, let our exit be by the gate and truth and honor, man. And for y'all in the chat, wake your game up before you F your name up. With that being said, lock the door because we are gone. Shout out to Nut.
Cali Finest, baby. Put a grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. Yeah. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products to the fans. Give me this guap off top. Diamond Cartier.
Your boy, the Postman. I was on there the other day, so I thought I'd share the interview with y'all and how the show went. It was a pretty good show. First, everybody, welcome. That came in and was taking a look at the Dr. Crip show. Please like, subscribe, share, pass the word. Let everybody know that what we trying to do in gang violence. We don't need no more in 24. Let's end the sickness. Yeah, man, that was a pretty good show. The Postman. I left my damn door open, and this what happened when you leave your door, when you leave your door open. Stuff like that happens. So we was talking about the baseball league and stuff like that, and because he really wanted to talk about the baseball league and everything that they got accomplished, everything that they was doing, all the stuff that was going on. And I wish sometimes, when you doing stuff, you can forget. That's why it's important. One of the tools for success is to write stuff down. My team constantly tell me, write it down, man. We tired of telling you, write it down, write it down, write it down, write it down. Because when you write it down, it's down now, and then it can blossom from there. You can remember what you need to remember. You can do everything that you need to do when you write it down. So when you write it down, it's a good thing. But I did just want to come on and let people know about the league, where to get the book from. Those people that was looking for the book, you can go to drcrip.com, or you can go to whereyoufromhomie.com, which is all the same. And you can order the baseball book, $99.99, and it's about 4 to 6 weeks. And you can witness a lot of that history and pictures. Probably your cousins, your brothers, whoever, your sisters. you'll see a little bit of half the city of Los Angeles out there. But shouts out to the Hood Postman for letting me come through and spread some knowledge like that, man. Because I definitely wanted to get on there and let people know what was happening. Like, hey man, we we here, homie. And what our goal and what our mission is, and how we not gonna give up the fight to stop, this cycle of violence, man. And I know I was supposed to. This was supposed to be my last few days before the new week of Crip in school, letting y'all know about how the Crips was in public school. I'll probably read one more article or so, maybe tomorrow, the next time we come through. But I had to show that because he had called me out the blue and was like, let's do this show, So I said, okay, for sure, man. And I said, that ain't no problem. Let's get cracking, because I love if people want me to come on a platform, depending on who it is, and I'll do their show. Because I've been asked by quite a few people, and a lot of people I just, I pass because I don't like it. But, the Hood Postman, that's one of them podcast dudes. You heard how his show come on, you know what I'm saying? This is not a glorification, This ain't no glorification, because that's what we need to stop doing. We need to stop glorifying and endorsing Bloods and Crips, man. Because that is not the answer. Westside Life. Hey, Dr. Crip, no more than 24. What was the reason you joined Unity One, and when did you get serious about intervention? You know what? That's a good question. I like that. What was the reason I joined Unity One? You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be totally honest with you. When I first was thinking about joining Unity One, I could care less. I was looking at it to get over on a dope case. I was trying to get over on a dope case because of my wisdom of fighting cases. See, that's why I'm going to pat myself on the back, because people always tell you, man, you got a little sense, you wise. And I never take it. I never take their what they tell me and apply it to something. I always just, like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure, man, good looking, all right, I feel you, like that. But no, you got to accept that sometime if you being told, like, man, you know what, you got a way, man, of knowing how to do stuff, bro. This is the God gift that he gave you to use to build a house, build a foundation, build a family. That's the gift he gave you. So you have to embrace it, and use it. So when I joined Unity One, I wasn't joining for the right reasons. I was joining because when you catch a dope case back then, you cannot just bail out if you got the ability. First, you got to bail out. This is how you fight cases in the 80s and the 90s. First, you got to bail out. That's number one. If you cannot bail out, you got a serious problem. And you just going to have to play the game until you can figure something out. But if you are afforded to bail and you can bail out, number one, go check into school. Number two, check into school or get a job. Number three, check into school, get a job, go attend the church. Ask for help. Yes. Because these are the people that will come to vouch for you. These are the people that will write you a letter. These are the people that will be there if they say they're going to be there and do something. That's it. If you're a drug dealer and you know you don't got no job and your whole hustle is selling drugs every day and night, you think you just going to come to court if you didn't pay a good attorney, you know, and you come to court fighting it with the public defender, some things you need to come to court to do. Hey, man, I don't got no money to pay for an attorney. Okay. Well, they give you a public defender. Well, you fire the first one. Guaranteed, don't matter what he said. He seemed cool or whatever. Fire the first public defender that you got. Mando, second attorney they give you, state appointed attorney. Now, his interest is your interest because soon he is going into practice for himself, and his wins is what's going to do him justice. So certain little things you have to do. You know what I'm saying? So I was fighting the case, checked into plumbing school, you know, going to school, coming to court. You know, man, I go to school. Oh, okay, you go to school, you got to prove it. Oh, here go mine, you know, yeah. All right, for sure. See, now they just saying you ain't just running around here doing nothing. You trying to make better of yourself, you know? So you got to know how to play the court system. If you don't know how to do that, then most people lose cases. That's why most blacks lose cases. So that was one of the things that was going on. I had a dope case and I was trying to beat it. So I came across Bo Taylor and, you know, I was trying to figure out how can I use this dude to beat my case. And he was like, if you want my help, you got to ride with me, you know? And eventually I end up riding with him. But the number one thing is Ghost, my big homie Space Ghost. I met Bo Taylor through Space Ghost. I had caught the case. I was fighting the case, doing the case. We had to go. Ghost wanted the whole hood to come hear him speak over at a church on the west side in 20 Hood or something like that. And he was going to beat everybody up that didn't want to go here. And, oh, man, I got to go to my well, you don't want to come see your G homie speak. This is what the problem like now, if I was to tell you when you ran out on the homie, I didn't bring that. So he made the whole hood go to the west side to 20 Hood to hear him speak on the podium because that was one of his homies, Bo Taylor. They was in the Crip module together back in the day from schoolyard. And Ghost introduced me to Bo. You feel me? And he was like, this my little homie, Huster Nut. You know, he kind of sharp, woo, and he need help with a case and woo. The whole introduction. That's how I met Bo Taylor, through my G homie Space Ghost that everybody hate or whatever they talk about or whatever the case may be. That he ain't no good and all that. They don't know. Ghost got he got the ups and downs. He got ups. He got a lot of ups. He got a lot of downs. He's just a complicated individual, you know. But he did that, and that was my introduction. And when I sit back and I look at it, God always showed me, you don't know who I'm gonna send to you to get you to do something. And in that case, I didn't never recognize that. But 20-some years later, all this Unity One, this experience and gang intervention and all this will come to pass, that my knowledge of you know, working with gangs would, you know, come from Ghost, the last person that anybody would believe. And it was him that hooked me up. And I got serious about it. I got serious about it after I beat that case. That's when I knew. When Tom Hayden walked in that courtroom and changed that outcome, Tom Hayden, Senator of California, you know, well-renowned community activist for human rights, In the movie The Chicago 7, if you're not familiar with me, he is part of the movie called Chicago 7. It's a good movie. I suggest everybody go check it out. It's about police brutality and the rights of the people, to assemble, the right to disagree, and the First Amendment and all that type of stuff. It's a good movie to learn from. And one of the characters in the movie that was on trial was Tom Hayden. And he came to my court. He came to my court case. And when he walked into court, they basically gave me probation after that. And I was a free man because I was supposed to go to jail. I was supposed to go because I just came out of town from another state, trafficking drugs, and they was like, man, now you just got caught with drugs on you, you going to prison, homie. And I dodged a bullet then, and I owe all that to Ghost for introducing me to Bo Taylor. So, yeah, that's a good one, Westside Life. That was a good question right there. Dub One Smoke 90, what it do? What it do? Dr. Crip and the Hood Postman. Yeah, salute, man. Listen, man, I know a lot of powerful people out here, man. I'm telling you, man, trust in your boy, man. Hey, man, trust in your boy, man. I know a lot of powerful people out here, man. One move away. Hey, Dr. Crip, ending the sickness is a must. How come these podcasters don't understand this? Because these podcasters are out for one thing, and that's to get a bag. And I understand that, and I ain't trying to knock nobody bag. I'm not trying to do none of that. That is not my agenda. But I will say useless information is not going to get anybody anywhere. The history of the Crips and Bloods and all this, that's not going to get nobody no job. That ain't going to hit nobody get, hey, you left your skills, personal skills, and stuff like that off the application. We was looking at your application, and we was wondering, why did you leave that blank? Do you have any special skills or anything? Oh yeah. I know when the Crips and the Bloods started. I know who started Pyru. I know in '69. who Raymond Washington was running with, the founder of the Crips. Excuse me? I think we're going to go with the other young guy who put, waterboarding, surfing, computers, grooming a dog, and I'm saying, oh, I have a dog. You put grooming dogs as a special talent. Yeah, I groom dogs on the side. I have a little dog, a Benju. I paid, $2,000 for him. Do you think you could take a look and see what kind of, man, it's going to be so good having you aboard. Brian Tapper, welcome to the show, man. This is about information on the Crips and Bloods, the end gang violence, man. Welcome to the platform, homie. If you want to know about the Crips and the Bloods, this is where you come to, to end gang violence, man, and why your kid or somebody you may know that's joining any type of gang, whether it be a white gang, a black gang, a Mexican gang, Latin gang, or any type of gang. This is where you come to find out the reason why they don't belong in a gang. GAMD is what they suffering from, and that affects all races. Gang addiction mental disorder. And it sets in on all kids around the ages of 8 to about 12. If you have kids that's interested in your culture, and your culture has a gang and they trying to find out about that, if you don't break that cycle early, it can grow into something that could be a full gang addiction mental disorder, and you don't want your kid having to shoot at people, putting your family in jeopardy, having to move out your house, getting tattoos on their face, on their neck, on their body. You know, you don't want that for your child. So ways to stop that is to by embracing your child in this early when you see it, and letting them know about it and talking to them about it and getting them involved with programs and, you know, whatever spiritual awareness that you may be a part of, you know, getting a little deeper in that and taking them to places where that particular interest of gang of people of they interested in, show them the people that they already been affected, jail, prison, death, or whatever it may be. So it's about awareness and stuff like that. But welcome to the show, Brian. I appreciate it, man, for coming through. We also have books that, if you're interested in the Crips and the Blood, this is called a coffee table book. It's a baseball book of about 500 pictures of what is called Black Unity through softball. This is the first Crip softball league in history. This league was about 5 years. It was little to no violence. We did have some occurrences, maybe one time, you know, but for 5 years, it was pretty peaceful. This book you can get through my website, drcrip.com. It is the only book of its kind. And I'm a master in coffee table books, Brian. This is the story of how I got shot, you know, and in here is some fascinating information about my life, you know, the people that I came across. That's Magic Johnson right there. That's my documentary that I did. Everything about gang violence and why not to do it. It shows my family history, and you can learn about GAMD in here, you know, a lot of stuff about my gang in general. The Rolling 90 Crips, one of the most notorious gangs in Los Angeles. The negativity from which I arise from, and how it shot me for no reason, for unknown reasons. And you can see in here, you know, pictures of just conspirators and people like that, you know. But it's a good book. It's also a coffee table book, and this is a hardback. And I also have this available in ebook, paperback, and hardback. This is the hardback edition that just came out, and it's a coffee table book. I am the first Crip to ever do a coffee table book, Brian. That is some good information for you. You can use that to get a job. No, that's some useless information, Brian, but it's just a fact. That's all it is. But welcome to the show. Yeah, but I just wanted to come on here and talk about some of the stuff that we're going to be going through, you know, later on, maybe tomorrow, something like that. We're going to finish up Crip Week, the Crips in public schools, how they destroy the public school system, and you know, almost held back a lot of people from getting educations. But shout out to all, see, this is the people who you need to shout out. Shout out to every person who went to school with a Crip in a blood from 1969 to present day. Shout out to every single person who went to school with a Crip in a blood from 1969 to present day that did not become a Crip or blood. So that lets you know this is a choice. It's a disorder. You understand what I'm saying? Because She didn't become a Blood or a Crip, and he didn't become a Blood or a Crip. They went on to get their education. They went on to raise good families, have good kids, and such and such and such and such. And they came from the same environment that a Crip and a Blood came from. So that should let you know that that's a choice that you make to become a Crip or a Blood, because that person was dealing with the same situation you did. No father, no mother, dysfunctional family, no shoes, all that. Laughed at in school. And guess what? They use all that to motivate themselves not to be and have their kids in this condition. And you took the motivation and became a Crip or a Blood, and look where your life ended up at. You're an OG now. Yeah, I'm 66. Yeah, I got like 7 kids. 3 of my kids got killed. 2 of my kids in prison, and 2 of my kids doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? One of them a supervisor at McDonald's, and another one went to school, graduated. 7 kids, and all that happened. Not one of them, can, except maybe one went on to do something good. So that's the importance of Crips and Bloods, not to let your kids join gangs, out here in South Central. But yeah, we just wanted to show the footage from the Hood Postman and what he had going on. And it was a real good show. We talked a lot about the book and the baseball league. Oh yeah, and I did say I wanted to give a shout out to some of the people that I probably didn't mention their names because sometimes I forget. That was working with Wiz, that was very, very helpful to Wiz in the baseball league. Of course, the Hood Postman, his brother, Pookie Twin, Kill, Moon, Black Ice from 190 East Coast, the Harlems, man, man, look, all the Harlems, they whole hood, man. Shout out to them just in general, because they just big part of it. D-Mac, the coach, I can't believe I forgot his name. Oh my God. Everybody from Harlem, man. East Coasters too played a big part, you know what I'm saying? The Nutty Blocks, you know what I'm saying? Man, just everybody in general, man, who played a big shout out that had helped put this organization together, man, and made it what it is. Shout out to y'all. Y'all deserve a big hand. And we hopefully one day we can continue this and get it done. But yeah, this is the Dr. Crip. I just wanted to come through, let everybody know we will be back tomorrow again with a new show, focused in on whatever we're going to be focused in on. But we know that it's no more in 24, and we're ending the sickness. And thank you for everybody came through. Brian, Tampa, welcome to the show, man, to the platform. Westside Life, Dub One Smoke 90, One Move Away. Always a good thing when y'all pop up and y'all show through, man. And let's spread this word. This is Dr. Crip, man, and I'm out.